Right, so they have a bouldering gym there. Relatively new, Rock on Cebu, but they don't have an indoor climbing facility. So most of these guys have trained outdoors in
Yeah, so it's
Cantabaco.
pretty impressive.
It's very
They're
impressive.
breezing through like really well.
Yeah.
Honestly, Cantabaco is not the easiest.
Yeah, Cantabaco is not the easy. Well, it has a good mix of really easy and really
But
challenging
with
crags.
with the shiny texture, like
Oh yeah,
pretty scary when you're stepping on.
yeah, exactly. So if anyone has ever climbed outdoors in the Philippines, they'll be familiar with the limestone here. So the limestone in Cantabaco in Cebu is very well used. A lot of people have climbed it, and therefore it's extremely shiny and slippery. So almost like the dual text that you see in these holds right now. So it can be kind of scary to step on. So it's you could say that these climbers, these Cebu climbers, are used to the dual text. Another fun thing that they do, since they can't set routes, is that they will make up their own routes. So they will, yeah,
Cantabaco?
yeah. So do you know what is it called again in bouldering when you remove certain holds to make the route harder? Elimination. So they do that outdoors. They will eliminate
Wow,
some
that's
route. Yeah, they will
wild.
eliminate
Like,
some
I
holds.
can't imagine trying that.
I know. So they're out there, they're on lead, and they're like practicing these dynos on these shiny ass limestone.
Imagine
rocks.
doing that on Blackfoot without the iconic.
Right. So Blackfoot, what Dre is talking about, is a very iconic route in Cantabaco that involves a campus move because it's all on a roof. And for people who don't know what a campus is, it's when you only use your arms and no legs. Ooh. Another fall from Carl Conde in the same place where most of the
Right now, I
that
feel
has been
like there's,
eliminating
like, a few
climbers.
climbers who fell in that same exact, trying to get that
Yes.
road, right?
Yep, that's right.
But you know
Meanwhile-
what? Looking at it right now, I don't think it's a pocket. It seems like there's a gym on top of it.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so there is a little crimp that
Yeah.
is superimposed on top of what seems to be a sloper. Yeah,
So
you're
it
right.
might be why the people have been falling because it's a bit technical, wherein you really have to get it correctly in a way. Make sure that your hand
Yeah.
is very stable.
And actually, a lot of the climbers are falling before they can even reach that point where they can close their hand over the crimp. So it really is a body positioning sort of thing.
Live.
Like just now.
Well, we've been live, pero this one's like way better.
Okay, so I've just been informed that we are now live. So that means that you can hear us in sort of real time. And this stream is
So we're
working.
yapping now live. For
Yeah,
real?
now we're
For real?
yapping
For real,
live.
Jolo? For real?
Yeah, Jolo said,
For real,
yes,
for
for real, you can hear us. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream if you have been repeatedly trying to connect to this live stream. This is Nikki and Dre. We are your resident yappers.
Live in CCM.
Yes, live in CCM for Lead Nationals 2025. I don't know if you got any of the fun facts that we prepared for
try
this
to repeat
commentary.
them.
We'll repeat them, don't worry. We have so many fun facts for you. So we said them a while ago, but they probably weren't recording. But we have strepsils, so we are ready to repeat everything.
Okay, so now we have our next climber. So we have Abby and Edric to the stage.
So Abby is a climber from Iloilo. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah, another provincial climber.
She
So
also competed, I think, in the bouldering last week.
yes, she did. And Edric, I think, is competing only for lead this time around. Correct me if I'm wrong. So for us Manileños, the provincial climbers are really wild cards since we can't see them climb. We don't see them. It's very different when you are watching someone that you've watched in the gyms compete. You have an expectation for their performance. But when it's a provincial climber or someone you don't normally climb with, it's always really exciting to see how they perform. And usually the provincial climbers are very, very strong.
That's actually really true. That's why I'm really excited to see Abby climb.
Yeah.
Because her home gym would be in Iloilo, which is like we don't visit often, so we don't really see her climb as often as Edric, wherein we do see him climb here in Manila.
Yes, and I think our home gym is. Do you remember what the name of the original
in-
climbing gym is in Iloilo? The very first.
Power, no, that's not.
It
Power.
wasn't Power Up. Was it Vertical?
Yeah,
Anyway, sorry about that. We're gonna Google it.
yeah, forgot it.
But she was She would train there, and now Iloilo has two more gyms, Pump Factory and Vertex. AC Adventure Central. Yes.
It's so funny because the last time we were in Iloilo, we would see Abby. She would be training before opening the gym.
Yeah.
So you know that she's really prepared for this.
Yes, exactly. So Abby has been climbing and competing since she was very young and has been a very competitive athlete as well. Meanwhile, Edric is from Grip. I believe he started from Grip.
And he actually also climbs in TS and Central as well.
Yes, that's right. Wow, so Edric stuck the move that spit out most climbers.
And
So he's looking good. Oh no, unfortunate fall.
so I guess after that hard move, there's another hard move that get properly. I think it's also blocked. It's like 2 holds, right?
Yeah, and honestly, that hold on the left does not look like it has a lot of positive energy to it. It's bad vibes, that hold. Meanwhile, Abby is still on the wall, looking strong.
And it's funny because I'm not sure if those are also
Yeah, they look really shiny over here. Nice one. So Abby did a very important thing. She used her hips to reach for that handstand. I'm also a fan of Abby's bow. So, oh no, unfortunate fall by Abby, but that was a great performance.
Okay, so while waiting for our next timer, let's shout out to our sponsors for this event. We have 8A
CT Climbing Technology,
Stack Hold Climbing,
Uncle Bob's.
and Jacob's Well Chai.
Yeah, I like how we're saying that as if we're asking a question. Jacob's Well. Stacks Climbing. But yes, thank you to our sponsors as well as to the climbing gyms that have been hosting nationals. So right now we're in CCM, Climb Central Manila in Greenfield, Mandaluyong. And last week,
We were in
Flow State.
I'm so sorry. I'm loading still so early.
So
About 11.
it's about 11 a.m. Dre hasn't had any coffee yet.
Haven't had my Java chip yet.
Yeah. So Flow State in Pampanga is the latest in a series of new climbing gyms that have been cropping up.
Partners for this event.
Yes, exactly. So that is where they held bouldering nationals.
So now we have our next timers. We have Sandy and Heyman.
Heyman Rodil. So Heyman is a new father.
Shout out to Tala and Diwa.
Yes, and their baby is very, very cute. I don't know if you've seen her, but she is so cute.
Yeah,
She looks
so
like
cute.
yeah, She was there. Tala and Diwa were there cheering on their dad. Yeah, last week at Climbing Nationals. So Heyman has actually not been a super active climber. Up until recently, he decided to join Nationals, and somehow he made it into finals last week.
Yeah. He was part of the finals last week.
It's very, very impressive from Heyman.
And we also have Sandy on the right. Did she also compete in Boulder?
Oh no, so Sandy, I think Sandy signed up, but she ended up not competing for bouldering. So now she's here competing for lead nationals. Sandy is a beehive climber, so I think her forte is also in bouldering.
So she's taking a little bit of. Okay, there she goes to the next one.
So Heyman is approaching the route that has spit off a lot of climbers.
The death zone.
The death, yes. What, ominous. Ominous, yes, it's the death zone according to
Lives of
Dre.
several climbers.
Yes, that has claimed the title for several climbers. But he is going about it so smoothly. Yes, go Heyman.
That's really well.
Yeah, look at the body positioning. The way that he positions his body makes him climb more efficiently and helps him stabilize when it's time for him to clip. Heyman also has another superpower. Can you guess what it is?
What is it? What is
He's
it?
6 feet tall.
Oh, really?
So that gives him a huge advantage on a lot of routes because instead of doing dynamic coordination moves, he can span it. Yeah, correct. But of course, it still takes a lot of technique being a tall climber. It's really all about body awareness and knowing what your strengths are.
That's very true, Nikki. And
Yeah.
I think being tall isn't.
It's not always an advantage, right?
Because there might be some that's hard for you as well, right?
Yeah, so for example, really small box moves where you're kind of clumped up are generally much harder for taller climbers. Oh no, unfortunate fall. But he reached the second to the last clip. So still a good performance by Heyman. Meanwhile, Sandy is approaching the exit of the roof.
So she's about to get the next one.
Yes, beautiful climbing by Sandy. Good body positioning as well. Very efficient clipping.
She got that.
Yeah.
Still looking great.
Yes, not looking too pumped out yet. Doing a nice layback. So what does a layback mean, Dre? Oh, struggling to clip the next hold.
Honestly, it's so hard to describe it, but basically you're leaning on one side, holding onto the.
Struggling to clip on that last hold.
A little bit of struggle right there.
Okay, opting to reach for the next hold instead.
Go, Sandy. We believe you can do it.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure now on Sandy to clip the next hold.
Really, really great effort from
Good, yeah,
Sandy.
great effort from Sandy. And you know what? It's not easy to clip. It looks very simple when we're watching climbers.
Very true. And I don't think those are jugs, so I'm
Yeah,
like
especially if
already
it's
doing
not a
this.
jug. You really need to find the body positioning in order to clip comfortably because clipping takes up more energy. And
Yeah.
also, it's scary.
That's really true, and you can see that she tried to get the next hold, but I'm guessing it's not a very comfortable hold as well,
Yeah.
because she decided against it
Yep.
in the last minute. But
Yeah.
it was really great effort. Like she really laban.
She really laban. Yes, that's right. We love it when they really laban.
Let's go,
But
guys.
yes, clipping is not easy, and in fact, there's a lot of fear that comes with clipping because we all know that if you fall while clipping, you get more slack, and when you get more slack, the fall is lower.
So it's really scary. Like honestly, I do not like to laban.
yeah, I actually have a tendency to clip from very low. If I'm on a jug and I can, what is it called when you pull?
Take.
No, lock off.
Bye-bye.
I will lock off so that I can reach and clip for the next quick draw. Ooh, and on the floor now.
Shout out to our first commentator, Dane and Magnat, all the way in Cebu, Sumilon. Enjoy the beach, guys.
Yes, he just said that we are the Matt Groom of the Philippines.
Wow, best compliment ever.
Ah, kabahan, Matt Groom. Oh no, early fall. Oh, from Gab. Oh, that's unfortunate. He is not the first person to fall on that hole.
I believe Keith also fell
Yeah,
from the same.
one other climber
right?
fell very early as well, so that just means that the first move is not a giveaway, guys. It's not a giveaway.
For sure, it's not a jug.
Oh yeah, it might
can
look
look
like
at
a
it from
jug,
now.
but yeah, it's a lot trickier.
Let's go, Lisa.
Meanwhile, Lisa, who was second place in the bouldering nationals, is competing again for lead. So Lisa is also a Cebu climber, so that means that her training ground is also Cantabaco, an outdoor crag.
And now she's doing really well. She's just breezing
Yeah,
through.
Lisa is a force for lead. She has actually sent an 8A, and I believe she's the first local Filipina climber to send an 8A
8A
here.
plus.
8A plus.
8A would be going to Ate Gretchen, right?
Uh,
She sent white flower, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
Hi, Dane. Shout out to the comments. Please
Yes.
confirm.
Dane, please confirm. Anyone, please call us out if we're wrong, but no canceling. No one is allowed to cancel us.
But yes, please confirm. But yeah, I believe Lisa for the 8A plus, while Ate Gretchen for 8A.
Great clipping once again by Lisa, so you can see what efficient clipping looks like. She's on a jug right now, and she found a really good body position so that she could clip comfortably.
Okay, so right now she's breezing through. She's about. Oh,
Oh, there. That's what I meant when I said that I like to clip from the lowest hold possible.
and you can see
To get
that
to the
she's
next
actually
one.
measured, which is actually
Yes.
a good way to measure by trying to touch if they can actually clip
Yeah.
it already from that point.
That's a very good point. And here she is in the point where a lot of climbers fell. And easy. Yeah.
Doing it really well. Let's go, Lisa.
She did a nice cross with her left hand to the next hold and is clipping with her right. Cool as a cucumber this Lisa is. Lisa is very comfortable on a lead wall. Yes, and we get a top. A top from Lisa Vidal.
The women's.
Second na ba? Who was the first? Oh, okay.
So there's a second.
This is only our
So
second
right now,
top.
if we counted, there's 2 for men's and 2 for women's.
This is a tough qualies.
So looking at the comments, yes. So to confirm, Lisa is the first local climber who has finished an 8A plus outdoor.
Yeah. And to put some context into that, gyms don't usually have routes that can go up to an 8A. Right,
Yeah,
Ray? Probably like a 7C at most.
But where? 7C, maybe.
Wow, we have 153 people tuning in right now.
Ooh, shout out, guys.
Thanks for watching. If you want us to shout out your name or a
Comment
message,
down
just
below in
comment
the
down
chat.
below.
So now we have Iman and Jam climbing.
Eamon Mora also competed and podiumed in last week's nationals for
He won
bouldering.
second place, right?
Second.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Second.
He did.
Sorry guys, we're trying to confirm our facts too.
We don't want to be canceled, so we're not going to say anything that can be set
if
in
we
stone.
say anything wrong, please comment down below in the nicest way possible. We're
Yes.
just girls.
Yeah, we're just girlies. We're just two
Yeah,
arte girlies trying to make it in this cruel, cruel world. So on the right, on women's one, is Jem Cabanlong, who... Cabanlong? I don't know why I said it like that. But Jem is also, I believe, a grip climber. Jem also competed last week, and I think she got into the finals. Oh, she didn't get into the finals. Sorry for my facts. But she did compete.
Yeah, she competed the last ones.
And I believe she is also part of the national team currently, right? Yes. Currently part of the national team. Yeah, so Iman Mora.
Knee bar, but I guess it's not that easy.
Yeah, I think we also saw Migo trying to do that. Seems to be an awkward position for a knee bar. Nice.
Nice.
Now, Iman has to bump his left hand to the next dip. Unfortunate slip by Iman Mora.
So that really is the death zone, as I mentioned earlier.
Yes, the
Because
death
you
zone.
think it's already done, but then you go to the next and gone
Yeah.
again.
Tom Cruise would be afraid of that area. So,
Would you try that, Nikki?
this route?
Yeah?
No. Because I can't climb right now, Dre, but thanks for asking me. Shout out to all of the broken wrist girlies out there, guys and girlies.
Currently injured.
To everyone who is wearing, yes, tape around their wrist, I feel you.
Okay, now Jem is doing really well.
Ooh, shout out to Bea and Marta who are watching from the land down under.
Hi guys, we miss you. Come home.
Kroike. Bea and Marta were local climbers who have since migrated to Australia. Marte, pa YMCA naman dyan.
Now we
Jem
have
is on her way to the
finish. Wow, what a great performance.
great fight by Jem.
Let's go, Jem.
Let's go,
Laban,
Jem.
laban. So she's doing a little resty rest.
Yeah, so Jem is clipping from the second to the last hold, which you can technically do. Oh no! Okay, unfortunate fall while she was clipping.
What a great.
But if Jem had clipped that from there, that would still have counted as a top. Even if she didn't
hold
make
the
it.
last one?
Yeah, I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that you just need to clip the last hole. You need
know
to
what,
clip the last
Nikki?
quick
I'm
row.
learning a lot today. It seems you
Yeah.
really did your research.
I watch a lot of IFSC.
I tried to watch very recently, but I do not remember these.
Oh, so an audience member is asking what
the
the scoring
scoring
system is like. So for lead,
It's similar to IFSC, wherein it's 1 point each, but some of the holds have 2 points each because it's expected, I guess, for the beta that they would hold it with 2 hands. But we do have a little.
so basically climbers earn points as they inch closer or higher up the route.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah, so example, some of the big holds is equivalent to 2 points when they hold it with two hands, I guess. I'm not wrong.
okay, so don't come at us. But that is the scoring system. The higher you are on the route, the more points you accrue because the more holds you have gone through.
Yeah, so I hope that does answer your question, Tom and Alexander Amegos.
Shouldn't you know the rules, Alexander Magos? So right now, I think they're adjusting. They're adjusting the routes, cleaning the routes. I believe they also do this during IFSC for qualies in the middle. Yeah, in the middle
I
they
guess we
will.
just don't see that part.
No, we see it. Yeah, because we skip through it on YouTube, Dre.
Okay. Sorry,
But
I
in
don't watch
IFSC, in
live.
the middle of qualies, they will usually, the route setters will clean the holds because they do get chalked up the more climbers climb on them. So to make it fair as well for the second half, they clean the
That does make
routes.
sense because obviously it would get a bit dirty with all the chalk. So quickly, we also have a shout out from Tiongkong Bukidnon, which is another crag in the Philippines. Really, really beautiful crag with a lot of, how do you say that?
Well, there are many different crags in Kyokong.
But I'm thinking of Neverland.
Neverland, yeah. So Neverland is one of the early crags developed there in Kyokong,
It's
Bukidnon.
really long and it's really nice and what can I describe? Maybe yeah, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of tufas in that crag.
Ah, yes, yeah. There are a lot of tufas. It's a lot of really good 3D climbing. And when we say 3D climbing, we mean you're not just climbing on a flat surface. You're surrounded by rock, can be behind you, towards the sides.
Yeah,
So that makes for really interesting flowy climbing.
yeah, which you can really use to your advantage when you're climbing. Okay, so they're still cleaning, and maybe we can shout out the layers and our root setters for this film. So we have a few new ones. So shout out to Nilo, Jerwin.
Doc Lu from Cebu.
Yeah, all the way from Cebu. PJ from TS.
PJ is back from Hong Kong.
Oh,
Dennis, Kuya Dens,
And also
who
Tito
we also
Buds.
found a fun fact about Dennis, Sinatas. If you thought Sinatas was his last name, that's actually not his last
It's
name.
not?
No, it's not. Dre, you're just finding out about this now?
really?
Yeah. So it's confusing because that's his Instagram handle, but that's not his last name.
What?
We always just assume. So shout out to all the guys.
Page name, I guess.
Yes, yes. And apparently, Carlo Areza's last name is not Riz. It's Carlo Areza. So remember I mentioned a while ago that in the middle of the route they will clean the holds for the climbers. If you notice, they only clean the men's route, and it's because according to IFSC rules, they only clean the route when there are 24 or more climbers. So for the women's route, we have less than 24 climbers.
So for the women's, we have
17. Yeah, so that's why they opted not to clean the women's route.
While the men's, they have sakto, 24 climbers.
Yeah.
And now we have our next competitors.
So on women's one is Jamie. So Jamie is a central climber,
Yes.
and anyone who knows Jamie knows that she is also a beast on lead, indoors and outdoors, as well as for bouldering. Now on men's one, we have, Leogen Descartin.
This is the first time I've seen him, so
Sorry if we're butchering your name.
we're very
Friends
sorry
of
about
Leogen, please correct us. What is his nickname? Does he like
comment down
Leo?
below.
Does he like Jen? Does he like Leogen?
that. Or maybe he likes Descartin instead.
Oh, Descartin is a very interesting last name.
So now he has clipped his first.
We love the bandana. We love it when climbers differentiate themselves through their fits.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Okay, so Leogen using what I believe might have been intended as a foothold, I'm not sure. As a handhold, there we go. Meanwhile, Jamie on the right is resting quite comfortably on a hold before making her way to the next clip.
Sorry guys if you didn't hear our comments, but this is better now. Yes, to confirm, one does mean that they topped it, so they didn't fall.
Both climbers doing really well so far. So Leogen is approaching the death area, as Dre calls it. Oh, unfortunate slip.
The dead zone has claimed its next victim. So now we can see Jamie. She's doing quite well.
Jamie climbing nice and slow. So each climber here has 6 minutes maximum to top the route. So they can really take their time here, but they cannot go beyond 6 minutes. If time runs out, then they are scored based on
Their last.
their last hold when time ran out.
And they have to go down, right?
Yes, so they have to go down.
So for the scoring, so sorry about that. We will confirm.
Leogen Laagan is his last name. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so thank you guys for your comments. We're really reading these, and it's very helpful for our live. Oh, now we see Jamie fall too, which was a really good fight.
Great job by Jamie. That was really smooth climbing from her.
Ah, that's so cute. That's Leo Laagan. So, do you know what Laagan means?
No, what does that
so
mean?
in Bisaya, it's a Bisaya word.
FYI, guys, Dre is Bisaya.
So it means like someone who likes to go out a lot. So my mom used to say that to me a lot in college.
Oh,
It's a
I
Laagan.
see. Okay, okay.
So I guess he likes to go out too.
Where are you from, Leogen? Where did you come from?
Guys, comment down below if you know where Leogen comes from.
And how he lagan his way here. Lagan
How
ng
did he
Cebu.
laag going
How did Lee laag going here?
So now we have our next climber. So this is actually Lisa's brother.
Sebastian Marcos Vidal,
And we also have Liana
Mora. So both provincial climbers. So Sebastian is based in Cebu and Liana
fact, both
from...
their siblings already climbed.
Yes, that's right. We should have a sibling off. There should be a competition where only siblings can join. Because there are so many strong climbing siblings in climbing. Climbing siblings in climbing.
It's a really great bonding opportunity for siblings. So if you have siblings, guys, you should tell your brothers or sisters to join.
Would you trust them to belay you? Comment below. So Sebastian. So I believe Sebastian has been climbing, is a very recent climber. He just started climbing
Yes, but he's
maybe,
doing really well.
yeah, in the
So
last few
join
years or
elite
so.
now.
So yeah, now he's an elite. Meanwhile, Liana is a veteran climber. She's been climbing for a very long time and has been on the national team for several years.
Yeah, and I think right now she is part of the national team, and she also competed in last year's bouldering nationals in Vertex.
Yes. And I think she was also just recently married, so congratulations, Liana.
She's breezing through that.
Liana is also very experienced with lead climbing and also a veteran outdoor climber as well. She's based in CDO, so they're very near Kyokong and
also there's-
Lagandingan.
Yes, Lagindingan.
Yeah, they have a couple of really good crags
Have
there.
you been to Lagindingan, Nikki?
No, personally, I've never been to Lagandingan. I've only been to Kyokong and only to a few of the crags over there, but I'd love to go back.
So she does have, and I think there's also a few gyms in CDO, right? I think there's at least 2 gyms, so
I'm familiar with Guru.
yes.
Guru is one gym, and I'm not sure about the other
very
one.
sure with the name, but I do know that there is another one.
Anyone from CDO? Enlighten us. Is there another gym there?
Please comment down the name. Okay. So Sebastian, that was really good effort from him. And we
Yes.
can see that Liana's still breezing through. Let's go, Liana.
That was a great twist from Liana. Really great body positioning over there.
Really well.
Now she just has the clip.
That micro adjustment, amazing.
So those not familiar with the rules, in lead climbing, it is mandatory for you to clip every quick draw in the right sequence. If you miss a clip for any reason, if you skip a clip, you will be disqualified.
Shoutouts sa belayers, para naka-auto belay lang. Parang elevator mag-lower.
Yes, those are our national belayers.
I think we have a few new people joining us, so I think we should reintroduce ourselves, Nikki, since they weren't here earlier.
Sure. Hi everyone, this is Nikki Andre, your resident yappers for this lead climbing nationals. So we're here right now in CCM, Climb Central Manila, in Greenfield, Mandaluyong, the same place where the last lead nationals was held in 2019. Can you believe
years
it, guys?
ago, that was like a
Yeah,
really long time.
6 years ago, before the pandemic, PC, pre-COVID.
We saw one comment, my belay card ba yan si Kuya Lex? We shall confirm later.
So on the floor now are Kai Gangos from Iloilo for men's 1. And I believe the women are all done. Yes, Liana was the last finalist for women's elite.
So now we'll just be focusing on the men's elite.
So all eyes on Kai Gangos from Iloilo.
So if I'm not wrong, Kai also competed
Yes.
in last week's bouldering nationals.
Yes, that's right. Great clipping from Kai.
I see a comment now to confirm the other gym and CDO. So we have two. There is Guru and Alwana. So thank you
Alwana.
guys for the confirmation.
Thank you from Dane.
So
Dane,
helpful.
our encyclopedia.
Dane, uwi ka na ng Manila. We need your fun facts. We have an open invite for Lagandingan Rock Trip this December. I went to the very first one and it was really fun, Nikki.
Oh, that's so. You know what? I have never been to a rock trip. I have gone to a lot of different crags, but I've never been to a rock trip. And I'm really excited to try one because I've seen the photos.
It's really fun.
I've seen the
really
videos.
wild.
Yeah, and it seems like it's a good time.
I believe there's gonna be a few this year. I'm very sure Lust for Lime is one of it.
Yeah, Lust
Of
for
course,
Lime.
Lagandingan.
What's the name of the Lagandingan rock trip?
Oh
no!
Crazy fall.
Yes, unfortunate fall by
Super
Kai.
great belaying skills by Kuya Choi right there.
So, lead might be different from bouldering, but it's also really important to know how to fall properly when you do a lead fall because, you know, you're suspended from a rope, you're a lot higher off the ground, so you need to be a lot more aware of your surroundings as well. Oh, so Kai having a hard time undoing his 8 knot. I'm sure all of the lead climbers out there can relate. Once you're very pumped, you don't have any of the grip strength
Yeah.
to remove your 8 knot
Especially
anymore.
when you fall from a really, really high position, like the rope tends to get really tight. So it's very understandable how hard it is for him to untie it. So thank God we have our belayers, our strong belayers right here to do the untying.
Yes, what are belayers for? If
The
they
best.
can't, if you don't let them untie your 8 knot, then is he really your belayer?
Okay, so we saw a comment asking for the scoring. Again, sorry guys, we're reconfirming it once more. And we'll be back shortly once we have confirmed with our...
Might be better if we get one of the judges to explain the scoring for us so that we don't get it wrong.
Yeah, so now we have JJ, who is another Cebuano climber.
So JJ stands for Jan Joseph. Does that sound familiar? It's very
Yes,
similar
very.
to
Very common name,
Manila
apparently.
climber John Joseph, who was the winner of last week's Boulder Nationals. So Jan Joseph, aka JJ Suson, is the brother of Pat Suson and also a Cebu climber. Another very, very strong Cebu climber.
So he has clipped his first one.
So JJ breezing through the first third of this route.
He's looking really great. Like this feels like natural to him.
Yeah, JJ's Instagram handle is Crimp God JJ. So to have an Instagram handle like that, you need to be able to back it up. and can confirm JJ has really strong crimps.
He has finished.
During semis, JJ also notably flashed men's 3.
Yes, and another fun fact is JJ actually sent an 8C outdoors called Nikki, to confirm, can you be the one to read it?
Quixotic. Oh no! Crazy fall by JJ. So it's not uncommon to have pretty rowdy falls during lead finals. If you guys ever watch IFSC with Yanya Garnbrett competing, she always has some of the most intense falls, and it's because she's a balls out climber. So when she climbs, she doesn't hesitate. So sometimes it does end up in some pretty crazy falls. But JJ is safe in the hands of our national belayers.
Yeah, that's why it's really important to have great belayers, because you're basically trusting them with your life.
Yeah, so only allow a belayer that you trust to belay you.
So thank God for this event. We have our national belayers with us. They're doing really well, because I think there's just 4 of them doing this.
Yeah, they're just
They're just
rotating, guys.
changing.
So imagine that is a lot of pulling on rope.
Yes. And that gets really tiring, like, no joke.
Yeah, and rope is heavy. So they're hauling this rope in and out of the competition floor.
Untying it for you, so it takes a lot of strength.
Yeah, so thank you to our belayers.
So we have our next climber,
Sean from
Sean.
Iloilo. So Sean, I think he is also called Beb Sean. Now, can someone in the comments explain to me why he is called Beb Sean? Because I don't know.
How did he get this
How did he get his
nickname?
name?
So we have a question here. How many routes there are for qualies? There's actually
2 routes for quali. So if they don't top men's 1 or women's 1, they have one more chance for a top in the next part of this segment.
apparently in the comments there's also another Susan brother, Joshua. Where is he? Why did he compete?
Yeah, I know they're a big family. A lot of them are climbers as well. I think Pets and JJ are the younger brothers, if I am not mistaken.
Comment down below to confirm.
Yeah, comment down below if you are Pets and JJ's brother.
Shout out to the Susan
Shout
family.
out to the Susan family. So Sean is climbing slow and steady here. He's taking his time. Sean is also an experienced outdoor lead climber. I believe that he is based in Iloilo, so his home crag should be Igbaras.
Igbaras. And I think, if I'm not wrong, there's actually 3 climbing gyms now in Iloilo. We have AC, Adventure Central, Vertex, and
Pump Factory.
yes, Pump Factory.
Although I'm not sure if AC is still operational.
Guys, we're not so sure. Please comment if it is.
Yeah. Oh no! Unfortunate fall.
That zone has
by
claimed another
Beb Sean.
victim. But really great performance by Sean. I wish they would actually show like a zoom up for that holds, because they're looking really crazy to me.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
someone who hasn't been climbing in a while.
A note for our media team. Paki-zoom in naman dyan. Can you add a
AKA
telephoto
Jolo,
lens?
Jolo, please zoom in sa mga holds.
So that our climbers at home can
Yes.
see just how terrible these holds are for our climbers.
They can really visualize it and be able to like, now I understand.
So now on right, we have Andre Purge.
Let's go!
Sometimes referred to as Purge, which is confusing because his kuya, his older brother, is also referred to as Purge.
So I wonder what name he prefers to be called since they're both Purge. Can't be saying Purge, Purge.
Purge, Purge. So Andre is representing the Cavite Climbers.
Yes.
Shout out to Urban Peak. Urban Peak is, I think, the only gym that is in Cavite.
Yes.
Although there's also Barnyard, but that's a moonboard, basically.
And is it part of Cavite? Moonboard? Barnyard?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. But again,
Oh, no.
correct me if I'm
His
wrong, guys.
Chalk bag has fallen.
Don't cancel us. Oh no, the chalk bag. This happened to Yarnya. This happened to Yanya Garnbrett during an IFSC finals as well. Her chalk bag fell in the middle. So how is
So we're
Andre?
giving you Yanya's strength right now.
Yes, yes. Andre is
Andre.
channeling Yanya. Andre Garnbrett. Let's go. So how
Let's
will
go,
Andre
Andre.
fare? It's quite hot here right now in Climb Central Manila. As in most gyms. I noticed
Yes,
most
that's very
climbing gyms,
true.
they have aircon issues. So it's
And
nice
let's
and
forgive them
balmy.
naman kasi it's summer and it's quite
Yeah, so actually, you know what? I noticed that a lot of gyms here in Manila really struggle when it comes to aircon. The aircon is always broken. So I asked my friend, shout out to architect Jarek Krustia, but he explained that air conditioning for gyms, climbing gyms in particular, is really tricky because there's a lot of dust and a lot of chalk that flies around, and it clogs up the ventilation and a lot of aircon. So that might explain why the aircon at your local climbing gym is always broken. So,
Parang it
FYI.
also doesn't help when there's a lot of people because it adds to the heat factor.
Oh yeah, a lot of sweaty people also.
It's really hot in CCM right now, but we have our trusted
Oh
Jisoo
no!
fan. Oh, there goes Andre. What a great
fall.
performance.
Yeah, unfortunate fall from Andre.
Nikki, put out your Jisoo fan. Where is it?
Luckily, we both are prepared with our Jisoo Life fans. Not sponsored, but baka naman.
Pwede. We would love free Jisoo fans.
On our next booking. Okay. Hi, Ross.
Okay. So shout out to everyone here tuning in with us. Apparently it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday, Master A.